Good. What's the day? Saturday. Good Saturday morning, everyone. Hope there are a few people in here. And if you can hear me, that would be great if you would type something in the chat box because I'm doing the Google Hangouts and I haven't done that in a long time. So just to make sure I didn't screw anything up, typing in the chat box would be wonderful, 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 wonderful. So let me type in the chat box because I don't have anybody saying anything. Can you hear me? Question mark. Can't see. Yep, you won't be able to see me. Countdown. This is a Google Hangout session. I am sitting in a room and I didn't feel like getting out yet. It's been one of those weekends. So good. I'm glad everybody can hear me. Yeah, you guys won't be able to see me. This is a hangout. Some of you new guys that are new to the channel, um, I started doing these hangouts originally. Oh, I don't know, probably about 7 months ago or so, 6 months ago. And this is the original format that we did them in. You still talk to me. There won't be any video. There'll just be my avatar on the screen, and I can see your comments. And so, greetings from California. Ace on the River says, Red Light Bandit, Sass One. David says hi. Tommy says, can see but no hear. Don, there's no video. Greg, what's up, Greg? Mitchell, Paul, good to see all you guys. Some of the regulars. Timmy, what's up, man? I heard it was cold in Canada. I heard it was really, really cold. Anson, good evening. Yeah, you or Andy, excuse me. Sorry, Andy. You won't be able to see me. This is Google Hangouts. This is not a cam show. Um, I thought Google Hangouts was being sunset on Google Plus. So did I. I actually had to go back to the original Creator Studio in order to get this broadcast off because I couldn't figure out how to do it using the regular YouTube stuff. So, Uh, Tommy says, can't stop going to Smoky Joe's. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff for sure. Um, Mr. D, didn't you recognize yourself in the mirror, JC? Nah, I recognize myself in the mirror. Um, I thought it would be a good idea to have a Google Hangouts and talk to you guys for a little bit and kind of let you know what's going up. Hey, Greg from Memphis, good to see you. Um, Andy says, yeah, we're getting snow on and off. That's awesome. Well, I guess that's awesome. I would love to see some snow. That would be incredible because I haven't seen snow in a long time. All right, so quickly, let me tell you what's coming up. We've had some time for a few people to roll in here. Let me tell you what the title of the video is about. It says Thailand DoMoreLife from April until May 2019. So I am currently in the process of booking my trip. My trip is not going to start in Bangkok as I thought it was. I had to cancel something this weekend, so I will have to do that next weekend. Friday is my last day of work at the regular job, and I will be starting to travel shortly thereafter. And it's going to be kind of a bounce around trip, but it's going to cover mostly due to the expected outcome of uh, hang on, I'll come back. Hang on a second. Uh, I hear you, Tommy. Look at you, big baller. Ty Guy says, hi, everyone. We're good. Hope you are, buddy. Steven, good morning. Elite, what's up, my brother? Good to see you. So, let me tell you about what my plans are. The travel expenses, I told you we're going to be dictated pretty much by what was brought in this month. We did have some significant super chats, some significant PayPals. I will tell you that the PayPal system, as of right now, is going to go away in May, and most likely the super chats will too. I'll get more into that in just a minute. But so the trip, basically what I'm trying to tell you is the trip is going to be kind of limited, but you're still going to get to see some good places and some good ideas. Um, so instead of staying in, nicer resorts or that kind of thing, we'll just stay in regular hotels. It's not like it's a big deal, but unfortunately, we are not going to generate the income, it looks like, this month, to provide a very healthy April travel. But it's all good. It's all good because I've been saving money for a while for this, so it's no worries, and all that stuff's good to go. No problem. So we're still gonna hit all the places I talked about. We're just gonna do them in a little bit different order. Currently on the list is Bangkok, Pattaya, and yes, I have to go to Pattaya for several reasons. Probably go to Pattaya at least twice during April. Maybe for a long stay, maybe for a short stay. Probably not for a long stay because I go there all the time. So probably very short stays in Pattaya. We want to come down. Basically, what we want to do is come down the coast there. So we want to go Haishan. We want to come down to Sadahip, and we want to see some of the war relics and stuff like that in that area. And we want to come down through. There's some little islands out there at the very southern tip of where Thailand kind of comes back over. Hey, Aubrey. And we want to visit Rayong, although I'm sure that's going to be a short trip to Rayong. I've been doing a lot of research on Rayong, and I've actually been spending some time in Rayong. I told you I was going to be doing some new training with my job, and some of that training is in Rayong. Hey, Brian, UNC game on right now? Oh, man, I wish I could catch it. God, I wish I could catch it. So we're gonna catch. Not catch. We're gonna catch Rayong and the few little cities that lie between Rayong and Koh Samet. There's some beaches around there that we're gonna catch. Hey, Chris. Then we're gonna go on down to probably start. I'm not saying this is going to be the order that we're going to go in, but we're definitely going to do Koh Chang, and we're definitely going to do Koh Samet, and we're definitely going to do Trat. So, yeah, I would welcome that opportunity, to be honest with you, D. That would be a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. I would like to shake that man's hand, and I mean that. Moving along, those are the plans from April until May. Now, I told some of you guys earlier that I had a new channel that was coming up. Turns out it looks like that's going to be more of a website and not a YouTube channel. And it's going to be done via petition in the United States. More to come on that. I told you I wasn't going to talk about a lot of that on here, but basically, for those of you guys that don't know, there is an organization of people, along with myself, who has started an online cyberbullying campaign. They're looking for 250,000 signatures. They're going to present it to YouTube, and then they're going to present it to some other organizations and legal factions in the United States. And I will be giving you guys more information on that as it becomes available. That's going to be, we're going to give that until the end of May. So at the end of May, DoMoreLife is not going anywhere for sure. I will check out Lonely Beach. Absolutely, Timmy. Hey, Steve, I'm doing good, man. Thanks for joining in. I will. Oh, I love to see that score, 63-49. Carolina. That makes me so happy. I will keep you guys updated. I told you I wouldn't be giving a lot of information out on this channel about that stuff unless it's important. And it is an important subject matter, don't get me wrong, but that's not what this channel's hoped for. Hey, Kangaroo. I'm doing well. I'm actually doing really good this morning. I appreciate all you guys tuning in and checking out what's going on. Me, myself, and I. Do you speak Thai? Nope. I can just say a couple words. That's about it. Steven says 10 weeks, 3.5 hours until I'm back in Thailand. Well, that's cool. Glad you're coming back, man. Thomas said, did you see Kev's latest vlog? He's not look well. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, Kevin Thailand has cancer, and he's really putting up a fight. And I haven't talked to him since the day before he went in for his treatment, and I didn't even know at that time that he had cancer. But he even though as rough as he looked in his vlog that he put out yesterday, he still looked like he was in good spirits, and I have all the faith in the world that he will he'll pull through. And just so you guys know what we deal with here, there was a live stream in which a lot of people said they didn't feel sorry for him because he didn't have insurance. That there was a GoFundMe to help him pay the more than $1 million baht worth of health expenses here, set up by a friend of his. And of course they want to say that's a scam. And anytime you try to do anything good in the YouTube community, you're a scammer and a liar. And that's just what happens, and it's really, really sad. So I wish Kev all the best, and I really hope he pulls through, and I hope that his friends that are helping him out pull through as well. And as far as you vloggers here in Thailand that hear this live stream, and whether or not that affects your opinion to me, I could give two shits. Now, moving on. Ace on the River, I'm going back to Pattaya for Songkran. Greg, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I just got a notification there. Ace on the River says I'm going back to Pattaya for Songkran, 412, 422. Ooh, don't do it, man. No, I'm going to try my best to avoid Pattaya during that time frame because of Songkran. Man, it's just if you enjoy all that stuff, man, if you enjoy like the water guns and the water balloons and all that, then by all means, man, go for it. Like, do it to it. Chuck says Ace, he'll be there. Yeah, Chuck's going to be there. I take that back about not coming to the 13th because I have to meet Chuck. He's been an absolute trooper for this channel, and I admire and respect that guy so much. So I will definitely go out of my way to make sure I meet him. Munted Wookie says the chemo will be making him pretty sick. My heart goes out to him. Me too, man. Me too. You could tell he was sick. He said he had I believe a stomach blockage or something from the chemo, and they were working that out. Who couldn't love Kev? I don't know. He's always been good to me. That's all I can say, Keith, to be honest with you. Hey, are you experienced? Good to see you, man. Bobby says, Songkran, I'll avoid that, mate. Yep, I hear you. You must be a veteran. I don't know how you guys love Songkran and Pats. It's just too much. Me, myself, and I thought speaking Thai was necessary in Thailand. Is it a struggle living there and not speaking the language? Not really. You learn how to do a lot of finger pointing, and you lose a lot of hand motions. You get to use. You like, for example, when I go into a restaurant, it depends on where you are in Thailand. If you're in a place like Pattaya or Bangkok or Phuket or Chiang Mai or somewhere like that, then most of the establishments there and most of the people are going to speak some form of English. Like, they're going to speak enough for you to get by. If not, you can use hand gestures to get the rest. But some places in the more rural areas, you'll go into a Thai restaurant or something, and there will be no, absolutely no English spoken. So you just kind of have to look at the menu and just point to what you want. It's a challenge sometimes, particularly when it comes to relationships. It can be a challenge. But, there's ways around that too. I've been watching courses on how to learn Thai, how to speak Thai, and I'm picking up little phrases here and there. It's not quite as hard as it used to be because I work around a bunch of Thai people every day. So it's getting easier. It's getting easier for sure. D says, Songkran, no way. I'll retire to Isan. I hear you, man. That's probably not a bad idea. Are you experienced? Are you 2 weeks from right now? I'll be in Bangkok. Okay, remind me, man. You can send me a message anytime and remind me. Because I'm going to start planning, it's literally as soon as this live chat's over, I'm going to start booking hotels. Chuck says, I had to Cali to see my boys, but we'll be in Patia on the 12th. Ooh, you coming right in the middle. Right in the middle. That's all right. I'll be up there with you sometime, man. We'll talk on Messenger and put something together. No problem. Paul says, hi, I only stay for a few minutes. Okay, Paul, thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it, man. Good to see you live for once. I hear you, Paul. Thank you for everything you do for the channel. Much appreciate your support. You guys that have super chatted and sent PayPals throughout the month have been a real blessing, to be honest with you, to this channel, and a real blessing to the upcoming adventures of April. Greg, I will get your question about the relationship in just a second, but I wanted to read you guys off something. If you have not voted yet on the community tab on my channel, I'm going to my channel on my cell phone right now so I can pull up the stats for you. There's at top, you'll see home, videos, playlist, community. Go to the community tab. There's 2 new topics I put up there to vote on. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much for that super chat. I very, very, very much appreciate that. That's going to go a long way to help, man, and I really appreciate it. I put up two things to vote on. One was during the month of March and April, mostly April because March is now coming to an end. Please vote on which type of content you would like to see most. I put 3 options on there. One was travel excursions to various places. One was take us everywhere you go. And the other one was both listed above. So travel excursions to various places got 32%. This is with 68 votes. Take us everywhere you go got 26%, and both listed above got 41%. So basically, you guys just want to enjoy the journey with me is what I'm thinking. The second question was, would you like to see... Nope, that's a different one. Hang on. The second question was, during the months of March and April, please vote on which type of content you would like to see most. Again, this was out of 124 votes. And parasailing, paragliding, ziplining, etc. got 3% of the vote. General travel info regarding the places I visit, such as cost, living expenses, all that stuff. The stuff I normally bring you got 73% of the vote. And then both listed above got 23% of the vote. So if you would like to vote on that, I encourage you to go to my community tab when this live stream is over. Go over and do a little voting because whatever you guys vote on is what you're going to get. And that's what you're going to get for April. So thanks again, Paul, for the super chat. Much appreciated, my friend. Cody says, I'm not getting live updates for about 10 plus minutes. I don't know why that is. You should be getting them automatically because I'm not using. So YouTube, according to the sources that I have, they give, hang on. I think I may have missed something up here somewhere. No, maybe I didn't. Okay. So they give 3 notifications to the subscribers that they handpick for you every 24 hours. So if I start a live stream and something happens and the stream doesn't work, then I have to do another live stream. So you would get 2 notifications. And then if that happens, then the third one would be the third one for 24 hours. So maybe that has something to do with why you're not getting them, but I don't know. A lot of people are not getting the notifications, and I've contacted Google several times. They don't really seem to be want to help too much. So we'll just do it the old-fashioned way with hard work and word of mouth. But I'm sorry about that, Cody. I wish there was something I could do. B says, I don't see anything in the community area. I don't know why, because it's definitely there, brother. Definitely there. Not sure why. Cody says, I like Richard's hotel reviews, and you just walking along the streets feeding our brain. Yep. Richard is taking, well, first of all, I guess I should let you guys know. Richard was never Richard came on board not to, when I say come on board, I don't mean he financially made 1 penny off of this channel. You know, he was a guy or still is a guy that's a friend of the channel, that wanted to help out with suggestions on content, that wanted to help out with maybe even helping finance some of the things that the channel was going to bring up. But he was never. I do not have paid employees. You can look at my 1099. You can find it on, I don't know, tax.org or some shit, and look it up. He's never received one penny from this channel, and everything he did was out of the goodness of his heart, and I appreciate that from him so very much. I think Richard is, as you guys know, he was looking for a job, and he is currently still in job hunting mode. I just spoke to him I think day before yesterday. He's doing very well. Still a friend of the channel. He's just got a lot going on, and that's why you haven't seen anything from him lately. Hopefully we'll get him back for a hotel review once in a while. That would be nice for sure. Are your experiences? You've been threatening parasailing forever. I know, man. I know, but it's coming. It's coming. Never mind, available on iPad. Okay, good. Glad to hear that. Also, I just got a message that said, I just watched your video, Getting Lucky in Thailand. If you haven't seen the Getting Lucky in Thailand video, guys, I encourage you to go over and check it out, because it's a little different perspective on what it means to get lucky in Thailand. Mark says, Jeremy, what can you say about psychotherapy in Thailand? I hope to travel there eventually to set up my practice. I think it's needed. Certainly needed for certain people on YouTube. Of course, it's needed for various people everywhere. I think in this part of the world, psychotherapy is looked down upon. For whatever reason, they haven't embraced the fact that psychotherapy is a good thing. Asking for mental health when you have something mental issue, whether it's something as simple as depression or as complex as bipolar disorder, PTSD, any of that stuff. Asking for help is a good thing, and I don't think Southeast Asian culture has embraced that yet. I hope they do, though. Missed the point dating Thai girls. Not sure what you mean by that, D. But about the relationships. Yeah. So everything's going well with me in that situation. Due to the troll activity on this channel, there will be no pictures of her. Whether you guys believe she actually exists or not, it's up to you. There will be no indication as to where she works, what she does, or any other details. It's just sad that the world has to be that way, but we're going to do our best on upcoming projects to rid the world and get those people the help that they need. And hopefully we won't ever clear out all of the trolls, but hopefully we can put a dent in it for sure. I would love to see a much happier YouTube environment. And that will happen when people come to love themselves. And they get the help that they need. Cody says the episode of y'all putting your feet in the minnow buckets while they clean off your crusty feet, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm going to do some more stuff like that, some stuff that's, unique to Southeast Asia. And I think that will be a lot of fun for you guys. I'll be parasailing in Pat's. I'll hold the camera while you go. Okay. That may work. We may live stream it, and then I'll take my chest strap and my GoPro, and we'll GoPro it. That sounds like a good idea. Roy, I saw your first comment. I don't know why you retracted it. I heard Cheap Charlie's back. He made mention of something in either a comment or on a live stream, saying that he would like to meet up maybe, and that's fine with me. I'd love to meet up with the guy. He's done extraordinary things in the travel vlogging community in terms of numbers and analytics. So picking his brain will be a blessing for sure. Sass says, I voted just now, easy peasy. I hear you, man. Good. I'm glad. If you go to the community tab there, guys, it's there, I promise. So But that is going to be based literally whatever you want to see. That's where I need you to put it because that's what I'm going to give you for sure. Jeff, hi Jeff, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Um, are you experienced? We can convince Chuck and make it a 3-man day. That might work. That would be pretty cool. We could probably, one good thing about having a lady in Thailand is all ladies in Thailand have, or in Thailand's, all ladies in Thailand have many friends. So maybe maybe we can get some girls to go with us. That would be fun. B Hunt says Cheap Charlie would be a good person to discuss trolls with all of us. Yeah, really would. That would be great, friend. I was in a live stream because I was really bored and didn't have anything else to do, and that's the honest to God truth. I was in a live stream where I watched him just bash the shit out of this guy, who claims to be the world's greatest vlogger in Thailand, and just it basically just like dirt off your shoulders. Cheap Charlie was just like brushing him off, and I thought it was just so wonderful. I love to see people handle trolls like that. That sounds great. Are you experienced that bungee jumping? I'm not doing the bungee jumping, Chuck. I'm just not going to happen. I will record you bungee jumping. I promise you, promise you, promise you. I will record you bungee jumping and I will send you a copy so you will have it for the rest of your life. But I am not bungee jumping. That's the one thing I will not do. I will zip line. I will parasail. I will paraglide. I will do all that stuff. We'll get on the speedboat and go somewhere, but I am not jumping from a rubber band. It ain't happening, bro. Sorry. Oh my Buddha, Chuck is a daredevil. I know, right? Are you experienced as he won't be bungee either? Hey, Alan. Keep up the coconut water, buddy. I know, man. I'm actually out of coconut water at the moment. I got to go to the store. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get out and about today and check out what's going on in the city. Sass says working in tech 35 years, you need thick skin to be in the public light. A Zen state, really. You know what? You make a very, very, very good point, Sass. The problem that I find with quote unquote trolls is when they start attacking your family and your friends, and they do background checks on them, and they call in these anonymous tips on stuff that is completely irrelevant and has no impact on their life. It's just a nuisance, and people like that are the people that need help, and those are the people that we want to reach. And again, as I said before, this is not about bringing people to criminal justice. This is about bringing people to get the mental help that they need, to offer them avenues and resources, especially if they can't afford it, to be able to sit down and talk with someone. And even if it's online, Philip DeFranco has a good sponsor that I've checked into, and we're currently trying to get in touch with them, not Philip DeFranco, but their sponsor. I'm not going to mention the sponsor's name on here, but it is a mental health organization, and you can literally call someone and talk to them. So you would be surprised how many of these trolls go to bed at night and cry themselves to sleep because they know they're so lonely. And even if they're married, it doesn't matter. They're just lonely, desperate human beings, and it's really, really, really sad. And we want to help. That's it. We want to help. But you're right, Sass. Thank you for that comment, and I will remember that. You do need a Zen state. That is a very, very good point. Cody says if you make it to PP, excuse me, they have an overnight excursion. See, if we had the funds, that would definitely be a priority. If not, I'm going to have to wait and go on my next vacation, which is not a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. I've become very good at saving money since I've been in Thailand, which is something I've never done before. And one of the reasons I was able to do that was because I got I picked up another job, basically, when it came to teaching. So I was finally able to make some money. And the YouTube income certainly helped out. You guys help tremendously with the cost of travel and equipment with your super chats and PayPals, and I will forever, forever, forever be grateful to you for that. I really just can't say thank you enough for all that, because you have no idea how far, a $5, $3, $2 contribution goes. They really add up at the end of the month, guys. And I just want to tell you that I truly appreciate you for all of it. Let's see. Cody says, if you make it, okay, I got that one. Are you experienced? Glad to hear that things have worked out with the walk home lady. Yeah, I know, right? Of the walk home lady. I like that. Why do you think I don't use my actual name? You make a good point, Sast. You make a very good point. If you want to have a personal life off of YouTube, and you just want to be a person that participates in like live chats, like you do, or I'm not sure if you have a channel that has like content on it. I think I remember seeing your channel that has content, but I'm not sure. Anyway, my point is, if you're not going to be an outspoken vlogger, someone like me who basically has to put their face out there, right? If you're not going to be, if it's a situation which doesn't require you to put your face out there, don't. I completely agree. The less information you make public, the better. I didn't know that when I got started. Cody says, I believe it's seasonal though. Oh, okay. I'll check into that. Alan says trolls have no boundaries, and that is a statement in and of itself, right there. That's a whole. I wish I could highlight the statement or something and like just send it out to everybody. Trolls have no boundaries. That's the truth. They have no boundaries. They're willing to do anything they want to get the result that they want anytime they want to do it. And usually find that Achilles heel. They really do need some serious help. I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more with you, Alan. Prep for it says, good chat and tips, Jeremy. Thanks. You're welcome as always. And looking forward to hearing more from you, man. Oh yeah, you guys can hit the thumbs up button. That would be cool. That'd be great. That always gives me the warm and fuzzies. So Alan says, so exactly where is your next trip going to take you? Sorry, I just logged in to Mr. Oh, okay. So basically I'm gonna run through you real quick. I'm not gonna start in Bangkok like I planned. I may have to start in Pattaya because I had to cancel some things there. But I'm going to be starting somewhere. So the goal is to make it to Bangkok, to Pattaya, to Sattahip, Rayong, Koh Samet, Koh Chang, and Trat. Those are the goals for right now. Seth says, I remain anonymous. True reason. Trolls and corporate policy. They hold me accountable for my comment. There you go. There you go. I completely agree. That's good, man. Very good. Holy Ganella? Is that what that says? I'm not sure. Hi. Hi to you. Greg says, everybody, all right, hit the like button for Warm and Fuzzy. Yes, I agree. Oops, are you experienced? Beat me to it. The more the merrier, says are you experienced? That's for sure. Paul, thank you, brother. Thank you. I just got a notification on my phone. Appreciate that contribution very, very much. Always looking, always. You guys are really, really, really helping a lot, and I just have to say I thank you for it tremendously. It's Sass says it's just a couple of motorcycle riding vids. First ride's cool, man. I hear you. There's Dan. Hey, Jeremy. Sorry I couldn't meet you this trip. I hit up Bangkok. I think that's supposed to be name and Koh Lanta. I found out the farther away you go from people, the cleaner and bluer, greener water. Yep, absolutely, 100%. No worries about not hitting me up, man. I'm just glad you used the channel to help you with information and guide you along and all of that stuff, because that's what this channel's for. That's what it always will be for. Sass says, P-key, sticks, lick, dried. What? I have no idea what that comment means. No idea. So as I told you guys, picking up on the back end of this title of this video, what's going to happen in May? Well, in May, unless something significant changes between now and then, I told you guys I'm going to be going, looking first to get my teaching license here in Thailand, and then to get a master's diploma of education, which will give me international license to go teach anywhere in the world, including America. Um, so those are my priorities. Um, Do More Life, you guys will always get content on this channel. Um, at the end of May, you'll see a significant change in certain things about the channel. And I promise you guys, I will give you at least one video a week. My hope is to give you one video and one live stream, or two videos and two live streams per week, for the um, for the channel itself. And the videos will probably be long because I will probably record them throughout the week and kind of edit them all together so you guys can stay caught up. And those of you that have me on Messenger and that kind of thing, feel free to message me. We're not going to worry about super chats and PayPals and all of that stuff, because I'm going to be concentrated on the new organization, and I'm going to be concentrated on my education. And I'm also going to be concentrated on learning how to become a better teacher. I think education is something I've really started to like a lot. Okay, let's find out about this P-Key thing. Well, first, Cody says riding a motorbike around Pattaya looks like a thrilling adventure in itself. It is. What I should do is put the tape on my helmet, the mount on my helmet, and ride around Pattaya and show you guys what it's like, because it can be absolutely nuts for sure. Sass says my keyboard, the P key on the keyboard sticks like mad. I got you now. On the bedroom laptop, fell on the bed many times. I hear you. Paul says, sounds like he is typing on my laptop. I'm missing 4 keys on my personal laptop. It's a lot of letters. I hear you, Paul. That's got to be a tough one, man. Might be in time to invest in maybe like an iPad that has, you can turn with the keyboard on. It has a digital keyboard. That way you don't have to worry about the keys getting destroyed. Greg says, yes, helmet cam videos would be cool. I think they would be cool. I just need to put the mount. I actually have the mount for the GoPro to go on the helmet, so I guess that's something I just need to do. Let's see. Alan says, what are the teams you support back home? Football, baseball, basketball? Do you follow any Thai League teams? I don't follow any Thai League teams at the moment, just simply because I haven't had time. When I got here in April, and in May I had a job, or at the end of May I was training for the job, but I was at the job training for the job. Then in June I actually started working. And since then it's been an ongoing training process, learning how to teach. Because this is my first semester doing it. And now that I've got a new non-B visa and for a year, and I have a new 1-year work permit, I have a little more flexibility in things that I can do. In terms of teams back home, I'm a Carolina Panthers football fan, a Carolina Tar Heels basketball fan. I don't really get into professional basketball very much, although I do like Golden State. I typically start watching professional basketball around playoff time. Baseball, not into baseball. I never have been. I played baseball in school, loved playing it, hated watching it. I don't know why, Alan. Just one of my things. Paul says cats are hard on the keys. Oh, I see. So you got animals helping you destroy things. I see how that is. Chuck says we will need to reserve Rockman for Monkey Island and another one for a day. I was thinking the 14th. I want to head out. I will get back to you on that, because I also during the month of April, I have to do a 90-day check-in for my visa, which just requires me to be in a certain place at a certain time and pay a couple $100, so it's not a big deal. But it's in mid-April, so I got to take care of that. I'll get back to you on that, Chuck. Well, actually, it doesn't have to be in mid-April, because you can get 12 days in advance or 7 days after with no penalty. I'll get back to you on that. I'll get back to you. Jared's a Tar Heels fan. Sorry to speak for you, Jared. It's all right, man. My channel Sass says my channel is lame. I'm the opposite of a content creator. But if your mainframe has performance issues, I'm your man. I hear you, dude. Red Eye says my son and daughter-in-law are teachers here in the U.S. They do quite well. That's awesome, man. Do they teach high school or college? And what are their degrees, if you don't mind me asking? Just for my own personal curiosity, because I'm looking to, maybe make a career out of it. I don't know. Greg says, I looked up that PP overnight excursion thing. It's $300 per person. Wow. That is a little bit expensive. Dan says, one thing, what's up with the schizophrenic building planning where you see high quality buildings right next to 10 roof shacks? I'm not sure what you mean. You mean you talking about in Pattaya? Let's see. Roy D says, I think that Rike watches your video as he did a visa run to Cambodia. I did a visa run to Laos, so I'm not sure. I watched some of Rike's stuff. When I was really considering going to Vietnam, I watched some of his earlier videos as he just moved over there. I have a lot of respect for him. I think he's a great vlogger. He was one of the original Philippine vloggers and really made a name for himself over there. Paul says, I have a question on need for a work visa. I work from my laptop from wherever I have internet. Would this fall under the need for a visa? I'm being aided in the U.S. Well, I am not an immigration expert. I can tell you that the law says the passing of information or knowledge by any means is considered work in the Kingdom of Thailand. Basically, that means an immigration officer decides whether or not you're working. Okay, pretty much comes down to what you're doing, and if you're taking a job away from a Thai. That's pretty much what it comes down to. It's always a good idea to inquire about a non-B visa. So there are two components to working here in Thailand. You need the correct visa. You can also work off of one of the retirement visas, and I believe there's another kind of visa you can work off of. But the non-B visa is the most typical visa, and then you need a work permit based on that visa. Getting the work permit is the harder of the two parts. Do you teach kids at school or to adults? Right now it's just kids, but I have some adult training coming up also. Dan says that comment was regarding Bangkok. Kids. Oh, Bangkok. Yeah. I know what you mean. I've seen that many times. When I lived in Bangkok, I used to notice that a lot. So I hear you, man. Let's see. Just like the West, fold. Don't tell Chuck there's the rocket ball on Walking Street. Oh, Lord. Paul says, when I used to do international consulting, I had to get work visas for Australia, China, Russia, and India, and some other places. Now I just work for a U.S. company. You can work for a U.S. company over here. It depends on the immigration officer that you talk to, pretty much is what it's going to come down to, and whether or not you're taking a job away from a Thai. Also, there is a list on ThaiVisa.com of forbidden jobs for foreigners. I do not think that your job that you're talking about falls into that category. However, if you will notice the disclaimer in this video, I am not a lawyer. I am not an immigration expert. Please take my words on immigration and visas as a guide only. I can only tell you what's happened to me based on my experience. I do not encourage you ever to take my word as the law of the land when it comes to immigration or visa matters or anything else for that matter. Always double check me because I'm human and I'm liable to make crazy, insane mistakes at any time unintentionally. But that is a very good question, Paul, and it is worth looking into. And it's really not that hard to look into. If you go to your local Thai embassy, I assume you live in America, I would go to my Thai embassy or just give them a call. Tell them what your situation is and see what they have to say. They can help you or point you in the right direction. B says, folks with money tear down the shacks and rebuild. That's true. That's very, very true. Alan, if you want a backup job, study tattoo removal, big growth in it. Hey, you know what, man? That is That is it is so strange that you mentioned that, because I actually looked into that, looked into a school, but I would have to go back to America in order to go there. But you're right, that is a big growth industry. Um, that is a big growth industry. That's something that I would definitely be interested in doing for sure. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll take a look at that at some point. But thank you for reminding me of that. Lots of junk tattoos out there. People will want off someday. That's very true. That's so true. Cody says, "Do you need to renew work permits once every 6 months, year?" Depends on what kind of work permit you have, Cody. If you have a 6 month permit, then you got to renew it every 6 months. If you have a 9 month permit, you got to renew it 9 months, 1 year, etc., and 2 year, etc. Same thing. D says none of the digital nomads have a work permit. I do. But for the most part, he's right. Most people that work digitally don't have work permits. The problem where you run into that is, like, I consulted some attorneys when I first got here, and they told me I was teaching English online, which is technically, the passing of knowledge of information. So it technically falls under the grounds of, you can't work. So they told me as long as I was working from my apartment and was not in a lot of digital nomads use these workspaces, right? And they get rated in these workspaces, which is stupid. Why you would do that anyway? But as long as you're quiet by yourself and you're doing your own thing, um, I would likely say that immigration would probably cut you a lot of slack. Again, don't take my word for it. I would ask them, but D has a good point. Many of the digital nomads, many of the YouTube bloggers over here don't have work permits. So, and I've talked to many of the immigration officials in Pattaya, and I've also talked to immigration officials in Bangkok, and the Labor Ministry in other cities, talking about having a YouTube channel. And really, guys, unless you're defaming Thailand or defaming the king, like one Thai blogger has done, excuse me, two Thai bloggers have done, you know, I cannot find a record of anyone ever being kicked out of Thailand for using YouTube in Thailand as a source of income or otherwise. That is what was told to me by me. Let's take Cheap Charlie, for example. He had over 200,000 subscribers while he was here. No issues with immigration in terms of the channel itself. There are many people here that have 80, 90, 100,000 subscriber channels that, don't pose a problem. What I did read about that was Thailand immigration specifically said if you were going to stay here for years and years, and use YouTube as and the resources of Thailand as your only means of income, then that could potentially be a problem. That is what I was told directly. So, I hope that answers your question. Sorry, challenge typing on my iPad. No problems, B. Johnny Black, when is Richard coming back to the channel? That's up to Richard. He's we talked about him earlier in the live stream, and he has just got a ton of crap going on right now, man. He's just busy. We still speak all the time. Hopefully he'll be back with a San Francisco video at some point. But he's got a lot of other things going on. You know how life is, man. Life changes, things come up, stuff happens. But he's still my friend. I'm still his friend. We're still rocking and rolling. And he just hadn't been around the channel lately, and probably won't be for a while, due to various circumstances in his life. As you guys know, job hunting by itself is a full-time job, so he's pretty busy. Rocket ball. You guys are gonna have to explain to me what rocket ball is, because I'm very interested now. You piqued my interest. Chuck will love it. Chuck, two guys and a steel ball being bungee launch. No, never mind. Scratch that. Paul says VPN is your friend. That's very true. Very true. We've had conversations on this channel about VPNs before, and you're right. VPN is definitely your friend. Chuck says, I've done that before. Lots of fun. Are you experienced? I'm with Greg equals Stone Cold Steve Austin. Give me a hell no. Red Eye says middle school, just a university education degree, 4 years bachelor's degree. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Cody says, is it true once you've been in Thailand 5 years, you can apply for citizenship? Been a while since I've read up on this. Okay, so the last I heard was from Integrity Legal. And I don't think they call it citizenship. They call it permanent residency, or PR for short. And you have to be here on a working basis. One of the first requirements is you have to work here for 3 years nonstop. In other words, you cannot have a lag, a hole, at any point in time with a work permit or a visa, a work visa, for 3 years. After that, it becomes a bunch of financial hoops you have to jump through, a bunch of money paid, and a bunch of other qualifications. Like you have to make, you get into some of the retirement type incomes with the 400 and 800,000 baht in the bank, or the 60. I've even heard as high as 80,000 baht a month. I'm not sure, to be honest with you, Cody, but that is a good question, and it's worth taking a look at. Paul says, never badmouth a place you are in or ever want to go back. Was told that many years ago. That is so true. That is so true. A few beers short of Fireball will change your mind. Hey, KW from Maryland. How are you, man? Alan says, anyone stupid enough to say silly, smart things about the Thai king in Thailand is a very foolish person. Well, this person is very foolish. And if you knew who he was, and you very well probably do, Alan, not a lot of intelligent things come out of his mouth anyway. Dan says, I did the Emerald Cave in Koh Lanta. Ooh, that sounds fun. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, kind of like skydiving. Do it once for the experience. Okay, Koh Lanta. What is Koh Lanta next to? I'm going to have to look that up real quick, because I want to see if it's going to be anywhere near my route. Koh Lanta. Oh, it's in Krabi. It's on the other side. Okay. Yep, so that'll be on the other side, guys. That was going to be if we got all the income for the travel. That'll have to wait either next year or the next time I have a nice break and a little bit extra funds. But Krabi, I have a friend who's getting married from a woman who is from Krabi. So I would definitely have to check that out. And I love caves anyway. Let's see. Butchboard, hello from Wisconsin. Hey, man, how are you? Thumbs up, guys. Jeremy doing a great live stream for us tonight. I'm trying. We're just talking, guys, just shooting stuff, and like we normally do. Thumbs up are always appreciated, much appreciated. Dan says, continue. If someone asks you if you want to do it again, you say hell no. Okay. Do it once, enjoy the experiments, won't do it again, say hell no. Okay, never mind. Maybe I won't be taking that up. Greg Van Texas must also speak Thai. Yes, must also speak Thai to gain permanent residency in addition to other work requirements. That's true, Greg. I left that out. You're 100% correct. You must be able to speak. I don't think you have to speak fluent Thai, but it's got to be pretty damn close, is my understanding. Yes, you are correct, Greg. Alan says, have you heard how Kevin Thailand is currently going? Yeah, he actually released a video rather than me. I talked about that earlier. I know you joined late. It's okay. But catch his last video that he put out last night. You can see him in the hospital. He looks pretty rough, but at the same time, he's Kev, and he's doing a pretty good job of hanging in there, and he's still in good spirits. KW says, post the link to contribute to your channel again. Okay, you want my PayPal link? Is that what you're looking for? I think I can do that. I kind of feel bad posting it again. It's in the description of this video, but I will post it just for you guys. Let me see. Give me a second, guys. Let me write this down just in case anybody wants to. Or is it just paper? Hang on, I gotta look it up, guys. I gotta look up the link. Give me a second. 1 second here. My cell phone's a little bit slow because I got it tied into a different, much slower Wi-Fi. Come on, log on, man. All right, I'll come back to that in just a second. Roy D says, went to Cooperstown Baseball Hall of Fame and read about Catfish Hunter. I'm not sure about that. Our experience says copy and paste. Yeah, there you go. It's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Yes, here it is. So if I copy, let me see if I can copy that link. Copy link address, and let me see if I can paste that for you. Greg, thank you, brother. Appreciate it very, very much. Nope, that is definitely not the link that we can't copy and paste. Greg, thank you for that super chat, man. I really, really genuinely appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Hang on, guys. I gotta create a new freaking password for my PayPal account. That's interesting. Okay. Haven't had to do that before. I guess they do that every once in a while. We'll see what happens. Onang, pronounced O-W-Nang, or Onang, is a stopping off point for the Southern Islands by Krabi. Try the Ahad Suites, $20 a night for a modern, super clean room. You go, Dan. That's some good information, man. YouTube won't let me paste the links. Me either. Does anybody want to know my account number? And I hear you, D. Let me try to log in here. My PayPal. I'm trying to get the link right for you guys. We'll see if that works. Yay, that worked. Now let me pull up the link for you. Okay, so it would be. Let me write this link real quick, guys. Yes. I assume, is it in the description as www or? Yeah, it is. www. Me/. All right, let me look at it, make sure I got it right, and then we're back on the conversation here. PayPal.me/. All right, see if that works. I don't know. Did it show up in blue? It didn't show up in blue on my end, guys. I don't know. If not, you can copy and paste it, and that should work. All right, let's go back to the chat here. As a mod, I just copy and paste on the channels I mod for. Oh, okay. I couldn't. I tried to copy the link right out of the description, and it wouldn't copy. So it's kind of weird. Ranaway says Duke, Carolina, Virginia are the 3 #1 seeds in March Madness. Wow, that's gonna be good. Wouldn't it be awesome to see Duke and Carolina in? I don't know which bracket they're in, but if they're in the right brackets, to see them in the whatchamacallit, in the finals, in the final championship, that would be awesome. Do you have a dog or cat in Thailand? If so, can we meet them one day? I do not have a dog or cat, but I'm seriously thinking about buying a gerbil. And if you think I'm crazy, let's see, B Hunt says, don't think YouTube like me adding your link. Hi, probably a general spam. But yeah, you can't add a link. I've got it set up so nobody but me and a moderator can add links. That's it. So can you guys see my link? Can you at least see it? I don't need to know if you can use it. I just need to know if you can see. Oh shit! No wonder it didn't work. Hang on, guys. Let me delete that real quick. I messed the PayPal link up. Okay. Let's try this again. HTTPS www. I forgot to put the forward slashes in there. Forward slashes www. Thank you to whoever just sent $5. www dot paypal dot me forward slash okay, that looks right. Let's see. Yeah, that would be the link that I just posted. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's go back and see where we were. First of all, thank you, Greg, again for the contribution. Much appreciated. Let's see. D says, anybody wants to know? We read that. Ran away, Duke, Carolina. Yeah, March Madness is going to be awesome. I can't wait. No dogs, no cats. I want to get a gerbil. Yes, I said gerbil. The reason I said gerbil is because I had a gerbil a long time ago, and people make fun of me to this day about having that gerbil, which is totally cool because I love that gerbil. I don't know why I love that gerbil so much, but it was just like the coolest thing ever. It never bothered me. It didn't get on my nerves, and I had no problem with it. So it was cool. It just kind of crawled around on me, and I'd take it outside and let it eat grass. Yeah, I was missing some slashes there, Sass. So that's what happened, I think. Did it happen again? Or did it wait? Hang on. No, it's up there now. Okay. All right, so we got let's see, there's Greg's. Let me get back to where we were. No video, Mr. FS. This is a Google Hangout. Sorry, man. Duke. No Duke. AJC, does your school have a principal or a headmaster? I don't think it has either one, to be honest with you. I work at a little bit different kind of school than the typical, typical, I guess you would call it government school or specialty school. It's kind of well, trying to think of how to put it really. It's not your average high school. Let's just put it that way. Okay, cool. So that was you, Holy, and I appreciate that contribution very much. Cody says, I've had a gerbil, kind of like fish tank. It's relaxing. Just sit there and watch them, especially after a long day. I know, right? And if you let them crawl around on you, it's actually not that bad. It's pretty fun. Looks good. Cool. Glad to know it. Duke looks awesome. I heard they did, but I don't like to hear that. Go Terps. Oh, he's a Maryland fan. Alan says, I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm a Browns, Yankees, and Celtics fan. Used to follow the Phuket Pirates rugby team, but I think they folded. Yes, you're definitely glutton for punishment, my man. That's hilarious. Browns making playoffs? Interesting. Dan says, sorry if I am name dropping, but also check out 10 Adventure Sea Tour when in Koh Lanta 4-island tour in Krabi. Charter your own long tail. But no, that's okay for name dropping. It's not like you're name dropping other channels on here. So dropping information about travel is what we want you to drop, Dan. That's perfectly fine. And thank you for the information. Alan says you could probably get a guinea pig or a ferret in Thailand, but I doubt gerbils being available. I know. I was thinking the same thing, and guinea pigs aren't really my thing, to be honest with you. Let's see. D says yesterday a Thai girl introduced a Farang husband from her friend's sister with these words: him husband, sister, she awesome. I love it. I love it. Thank you very much, Silvio, for your contribution. 100 USD To what? To PayPal? Man, if you just contributed 100 USD, then I don't know what to say other than like super duper 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 thank you. I don't see it on the PayPal account, but maybe it just hadn't come through yet. I'm not sure. So thank you very, very much for doing that. I really appreciate it. Like super, super appreciate it. That's the difference in maybe going to the other side of Thailand and maybe not. So thanks so much, man. Much appreciated. Let me see one thing real quick here. Very interesting. Okay. Well, thanks, sir. I appreciate it. And like I said, I hadn't gotten it yet, but you'll certainly receive some info from me when I do receive it. Are you experienced? Says great vid meetup with CCC and Sean. Yeah, what's up, Jacob? Hey, Jacob, how are you, man? Good to see you, bro. D says thanks. Are you experienced? This just audio? Yes, this is just audio because I just didn't feel like making myself feel all pretty for you guys today. It just wasn't in my repertoire. Let's see. Alan says you now cashed up for coconut water. I agree. And if Silvio's 100 USD comes through, then I will definitely be coconut water filled up for the entire trip 100%. And again, thank you so much for that. That is a huge contribution. Still hadn't seen anything, but that's a large one, so it may take some time. Dan says, stay away from the group Krabi 4 Island tour and anything regarding James Bond Island and Koh Phi Phi, in my humble opinion. Really? Well, I haven't heard that before, but thank you for the warning. Does anybody else know of any of these like video? No, I'm not video. This is set up on an audio stream only, man. Does any of you guys know of any of these groups that you should potentially stay away from that are just bad? Yes, Greg, if that is a legit contribution, that is amazing. And if I find it to be legit, I will certainly let everyone know, including Mr. Silvio. Yeah, any groups to stay away from, like any groups that are like, really, really bad. Really, people that you want to not, like there are groups like the Bangkok expat group, that kind of thing. It's just another one of those groups, that kind of thing. But are there any groups that are like really harmful or that you don't want to let yourself be known in or anything like that? I would be very, very interested in finding out what those are and what to stay away from, maybe from some of you guys that are more experienced and have more experience here in Thailand than I do. That would be good information. Let's see. Paul says, as a long-term Westerner in Pattaya, do you get looked down on by Thais as just another tourist, just out for Thai girls? Of course, but it's not. I mean, it's like part of the culture, right? It's not a what am I trying to say? It's you can't let it get to you is what I'm trying to tell you. It's what do you expect? You know what I mean? Like they most of the women there think you are a tourist. It doesn't matter. That's why I carry my work permit, my driver's license, and all of that good stuff, because a lot of girls that are, that don't work in the entertainment industry there, that are actually looking for a guy, want to see somebody who's going to be there long term. So if you have a driver's license and you have a work permit and you have, a non-B visa or some kind of long-term non-immigrant visa, or a long-term, retirement visa, or a 5-year or a 10-year elite visa, then you're probably going to stand a much better chance. So I go to certain shops and things, and they know me now. But when I first started, I would go in and I would show them. I would just say, "Me not me, no tourist," and then I would show them my work permit, and they would be like, "Oh, Tisha, Tisha, Tisha." That's what they call you here, Tisha, Tisha. So they would say teacher, and I would say, "Yes, I teach you here." And then they start to really kind of take you seriously a little bit, or a little bit more, I should say. Um, and it's really, sorry guys, trying to do one thing on my phone here. It's really pleasurable. Also, having a work permit gets you some discounts, and I wasn't 100% aware of this, but it gets you some discounts on like national parks and certain entries into different things. Um, Yeah, they're not going to look at you badly, Paul. It's just you just have to get used to it. They think everybody that comes there is a tourist, so it's they realize some people are not, but for the most part they are. So um, once they see your face enough, they'll realize that you're not a tourist. Um, Dan says, "How do you deal with the humidity?" Girlfriend hated it. It's tough. It really is. I don't like to sweat as much as I do here, but it is what it is, and that's just the way it is. Um, I constantly keep a cold rag. One thing I do like about Thailand is they have these things called cold rags that you can buy at most like 7-Elevens and things like that. So you take them out of the wrapper and they're cold, and you can kind of wipe your face off with them, and they're chilled and stuff. And it does make dealing with humidity and wiping the sweat off of you a little bit easier. D says, as a foreigner, you will always be the Farang in Thailand. That is 1,000,000% my experience as well. D, I know you've been here a lot longer than I have, but I have to say I agree with that. Say Tisha. Oh, that's what they call teacher. Tisha. 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 Jonathan, the 4 island tour wasn't too bad, but I don't recommend eating the food on the tour. Bring your own. Yeah, and that's a problem for me when I take these excursions. I have to be sure I bring my own food because I can't eat Thai food. B says, I've never come across a local who treats you awful for being from the West. I haven't either. But it helps having a Thai girlfriend. If they call you Farang, it's not derogatory, at least 99% of the time. That's true. I would agree with that comment 100%. Ron, what's up, man? You just now getting the notification? Good Lord. Hey, man, we've been talking for I don't know how long we've been talking for, and we've been talking for a while. Oops. Let's see. Paul says, I've been to Farang or equivalent all over the world when I was working places, but Americans going to Thailand has a reputation different than in, say, China or Korea. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Holy Ganoli says, is the humidity worse than North Carolina? I think it's worse because, during the dog days of August in North Carolina, the humidity is so bad, but it's like that here, like the whole year. If you're in the southern part of Thailand, if you're like Bangkok and below, it's like that the whole year. So I think it just the constant over and over and over and over. I think that gets that makes it worse, in my opinion. Yep, Ron's already calling for the thumbs up action. I appreciate that. It always makes me feel warm and fuzzy. Oh, Ron says he was away from his computer. Okay, because we were having some problems with people not getting notifications there for a while. Our experience says I got notified right away. That's cool. Paul says I love Thai food and look forward to getting it at not crazy high. I'm assuming you mean prices. That's one thing that's the only sad part about Thailand for me is that I can't eat the Thai food, and I could save so much freaking money if I could eat the Thai food, like so much money. So much money. I found that it's a good idea for me to cook. And when I say cook, I mean make smoothies because I don't have anything with the kitchen in it. I really do try to live like not like a hermit, but like a person that um, really uh, conserves on everything here so that I can save money, save money, save money for travels. You know, I thought that we were going to have more. I'd always heard that Thailand, that teachers in Thailand got a lot of breaks for vacations. That is just simply not the case. So I thought I was going to have more time to travel around more as a teacher. Turns out you're only going to get a month and a 2 week long term break, um, or at least at my school anyway. So, with that being said, you know, I haven't got to travel as much as I want to. And right now, at 30, how old am I? 38? At 38 years old, I have to set myself up for my future. And I know you guys will understand that probably better than me. And that requires me getting as much education as I can possibly afford and setting up several streams of revenue. You know, I need to start in RAs, CDs, learning how to invest money, learning how to do things um, that, you know, working with people and surrounding myself with people that have what I want later in life. And I don't mean, I'm not necessarily talking about material things. I'm talking about that have a happy life, that have financial freedom. That's what I'm looking for. All right, let's go back up here. Our experience says I got a notification on my smartphone long before YouTube sends it. If that helps the community, hey, there you go. That might help. That's a really good piece of information, man. Ron says same here. He's talking about Paul. Cody says, I'm amazed how much Thai food you get for $5. Enough for two people, usually seems. I agree, Cody. You can get a ton of Thai food for two people. And you can get Thai food that is not spicy, but it's just not that good if it's not spicy. And I can't really eat the spices, guys. I just can't do it. Mr. FS says, I'll say it again. You are one of my inspirations to travel, and I was in Cambodia and Thailand all February and half of March, back in Canada now. Thank you for all the info. You are more than welcome, sir. And I really appreciate that comment, because comments like that make me all warm and fuzzy, just like people hitting the like button. And I really feel good when people say stuff like that to me. I really do. Ron says, I literally lived like a hermit for 5 years. Not good for a person's psyche, for sure. Yeah, that's my other problem, Ron, is it's about time. You know, I'm kind of glad I met this girl. Because it's time for me to, you know, kind of balance my life out, because for the last year, it's been nothing but YouTube and trying to build this channel and trying to learn how to become a teacher and trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with the rest of my life. So it's time for me to kind of get in a routine of, you know, work, school, and you know, with the new organization I'm working with, there may be a chance that I end up back in America in a year or two. I may have to complete my education over there. So we'll see how it goes. It's up in the air. But one good thing I want to tell you guys, if I do end up back in America for a long period of time, I will travel around America just like I travel around Thailand, and we will go to different places, and we will still have travel vlogs from America. So, and I'll try to make them interesting places like that, you know, are not well known. Let's see. Red Eye says Wilmington, North Carolina in August is about as hot and humid as it can get. I agree with you 100%. I've spent a lot of Augusts, I know that's not a word, in Wilmington back in my party days. UNCW is down there, and had a lot of friends that decided to go to school down there, and it is very hot and humid. I agree. Paul says, here's the Dallas area, just a simple chicken fried rice at a Thai restaurant. It's $10 to $15. Wow. It's considered luxury Asian food. That's funny. Our experience said pad Thai in Canada from Thai Express is $11. Wow. That's expensive, man. Well, that's 11 Canadian dollars too, but that's still expensive. Ron says, yes, life is all about balance. And Cody says, humidity in Texas, July is August is usually 90%. If working, I try to do hard work in the morning. Yeah, you got it, Cody. You got it. Ron, just so you know, brother, the community tab, I put it in the group, and I know you're in the group. Make sure you voted on the two things that I listed. Basically, what I got from those two pieces of information are: one, you want me to take you guys with me everywhere I go on this April trip, and kind of keep like a more of a daily vlog-ish type of sense. Um, but the overwhelmingly 73% of people said in 127 votes that they want general travel info regarding the places I visit, such as cost, etc., the food, and that kind of thing. And my parasailing, paragliding, and zip lining only got 3% of the vote, and both of those listed above got 23% of the vote. So essentially what I'm seeing is you guys want more information than anything else. And I'm going to do that by bringing you um, the places that I go and the information as I go to them. So instead of just going somewhere, I'm going to try to bring you the information about the place I go, possibly a little history lesson on it. Maybe certainly we'll do cost analysis of the trip itself. I will keep a more detailed log, and we will continue this trend through the month of April. And we will see where that leads us at the end of May, because at the end of May, there are going to be significant changes coming. We'll talk more about that later. Sass says the Western world is pricing all of the U.S. Westerners right out of here. Health insurance costs more than Porsche payments. I've heard that. I've heard that health insurance is a huge, 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 huge problem. Thankfully, I have a couple kinds of health insurance here in Thailand, so I'm not too worried about that right now. Although I do need to get some kind of real, like, I have my basic health insurance through my job. I have about 30,000 baht of accidental insurance, and I need to get like a real. I don't have like a prescription plan, kind of thing, like a where there's copays for doctors and that kind of thing. And I need to start looking into doing some of that. So I'm going to be doing that too after May. And I do have health insurance in America, so if I get really, really sick with cancer again or something like that. Oh, by the way, I meant to tell you guys, somebody commented. I made a video about Kev and wishing him well and all that stuff, and I showed my throat where they had I had a thyroidectomy. They actually went in twice to make sure they got all the cancer, and the guy said it was a crease in my neck. I was just trying to get attention. So if that ain't trolling, I don't know what trolling is. I love it. Let's see. We love the info vids concerning travel, hotel accommodation, things to do there, restaurants, cost of food, motorbike rentals, etc. Yes, you guys really do. And I really enjoy providing those videos for you. And I fully intend to continue to provide those kind of videos for you. So I certainly hope that you guys will continue to ask for information as you see fit, and tell me what I can do better to make this a better channel for sure. Ron says, especially difficult to get health insurance if you're over 68. Not quite there yet, Ron. Not quite there yet. So I'm not gonna worry about that, brother. Cody says my bills here for everything are easily $3,000 to $4,000 a month. See, that's why I can't live in America yet. Same thing in Thailand would run me $1,000, probably $1,500, and that's why I live in Southeast Asia. Frankly, because it's cheaper to live, it's cheaper to do things. Yeah, I am definitely still a pup, Ron. In your eyes, I'm definitely still a pup. But I was just talking earlier. I'm not sure if you're on here, about setting myself up for the future and trying to get as much education as possible and trying to learn how to invest and in not necessarily stocks, but CDs and IRAs and trusts and things like that are all things that I need to learn. I'm doing that slowly but surely by hanging around people that know how to do those things. So I'm enjoying myself. I'm learning a lot. I really am. The Thai people that I've become friendly with are very helpful, and they're very resourceful because similarly to the Philippines, they live on a smaller budget. Um, uh, they live very happy, I will say, for the most part, and they live with a lot less than we live with in America. I've been following some American news lately, and it's just sad what's going on in America right now. It's just sad. It's just sad, and I certainly hope it improves because I do plan on coming back to America at some point. Maybe not to live forever, but I plan on going back there for sure. So I can't really say anything bad about the way Thailand. America could learn a lot about immigration from Thailand. They really could. They could save themselves billions and billions of dollars a year if they put some of the same rules in terms of immigration and actually put them into practice as Thailand. People come to America and they step foot in America and they're automatically feel entitled to everything that an American citizen should get. But when you come over here, you're in Southeast Asia, you're not entitled to anything, nothing, and it really puts things in perspective for you. And I'm not going to get into a big political debate here. Just going to say that, traveling to places like this and living here will really, really put your life in perspective in terms of what you are and are not entitled to. D says there's no problem to live on $1,000 in Pattaya if you are able to avoid the entertainment areas. That's probably true, D. Probably true. I always suggest $2,000 a month. That's just me because I like to have fun, do stuff. I'm out traveling and all that stuff too. But I do know people that live here on $1,000 a month, so it is possible. I agree. Our experience says it cost me 101 Canadian dollars for med insurance for 1 month. If you have issues, as long as you haven't had them in last 2 years, it no longer applies. Wow, that's pretty cool. FS says great, but $11 is like 2 to 3 Canadian dollars. That's funny. You guys are cracking me up a little bit now. Take a swallow of Coke and we'll start to wind down, I guess, guys, unless you guys got anything in particular you want to talk about. I do want you to go check out the video I put out, I believe yesterday, I think, called How to Get Lucky in Thailand. It's a How to Get Lucky in Thailand video that doesn't have much to do with the entertainment. Actually has very little to do with the entertainment industry or anything else like it. It's more of a gratitude sharing video than it is anything else, and it really kind of puts things into perspective for you. So please share that video. Please share any other video that I've made that you think would help someone. Sharing is caring, and the more you share these videos, the better the channels are going to do. I want to say finally that I tremendously thank everyone. Hey, One Hungry Traveler. I want to thank everyone so very much for the contributions, especially the financial contributions that were made during this live stream and that have been made on this channel altogether. Just so you guys know, I was not able to verify that the guy that said he donated or contributed $100 US. There's no verification on that yet. That's just for everyone's knowledge. But if it comes through, I will be sure to mention that on the next live stream. And Ron says, hello, everyone. He's just getting here. D says, hey, getting health insurance if you're over 70, this is very expensive. I bet it is. I'm sure it is. How's your foot? Oh, my foot's good, man. It's healed up. It's healed up. Just a little sore. Just a little sore. Yeah, you're welcome, Ron, and everybody else. I'm really glad that you guys get something out of this channel and get something out of the information on this channel. So, thank you, Holy Ganoli. I really appreciate your comments, guys. Appreciate your thumbs up. Appreciate your contributions. Appreciate the comments that you make on the videos. Those help. Basically, everything you do helps me in some way. So, really want to say thank you, and wish you guys all the best weekend ever. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.